Hello everyone, this is Formula 1 Championship Edition, and here we are at Nurburgring. It's the next circuit on the map. So we will be racing here, trying to give you a little bit of information. During my qualifying on my first lap, I had a engine sputtering. It didn't stop, but I was still going, so I was able to complete a lap. I didn't get the great qualifying position that I thought I should get, but again, I want this to be realistic, right? So I didn't just restart and do, qualifying all over again. So we'll be starting near the rear of the pack. But I did get a fair amount of the lap completed before that happened, so the lap time's not super terrible where I'm last place, but again, I thought I could have had a better lap. So let's go on to the grid here and get this thing underway.
This is the Luxembourg Grand Prix, here at the familiar Nurburgring, scene of last year's European Grand Prix. German racing fans are delighted to have a second Grand Prix in their country again this year, and they're hoping for a win from their national hero, Michael Schumacher, who lost out last year to his young Canadian rival. They'd like to see their new hero, Heinz-Harald Frentzen, win too. Drivers seem to like this 2.8 mile circuit, even though the flow's broken up by the final chicane. All the cars are in place now on the grid. The sound of those 700 horsepower engines is incredible. They're ready for the off. The lights are out. It's go! They fly off the grid towards turn one. This is terrific. He's managed to slip past. He's just hit David Coulthard.
Sorry, David.
He's off to a flying start.
Wow, I have people all over me, I think. Sounds like Amos. It's hard to hear my own engine. Yep, you can pass.
He's hit Missy Keller.
Sorry.
He's lost a place to Eddie Irvine.
I think this game would be a little bit easier with steering wheel, but that wasn't really a thing at this time. That, at least outside the PC world, it wasn't very common. So this is a 33 lap race. I have 20 laps of fuel. So should be able to make it pretty far. Whoa, man, that's my fault there. All my fault. I just went in there way too hot.
Weight is king in a Formula 1 car. Every extra kilo you have to carry loses you about 200ths of a second per lap. Fuel load, as in the aviation industry, is measured in kilos, not litres, and is precisely calculated to give optimum performance for minimum weight.
Into lap 2 now. He's dropping back a bit. Look at this! Look
Man, wheel to wheel there.
He's hit Ralf Schumacher.
I think we both hit each other there.
Williams number 1. Michael Schumacher. Jean Alesi. Gerhard Berger. He's coming up from behind now.
He really is acquitting himself exceptionally well, despite his lack of experience.
We're into the third lap of the race.
Wow, these commentators are real funny sometimes. So I'm out of the points right now. 7th place. Top 6 get points. You have to remember what year we're in and how the system worked at that time. It sounds like I'm having a hard time holding on to 7th place here.
He's losing ground.
This whole race, people are running all over me. Feels like straightaway speed for me is a little slow,
He's definitely gaining.
but I'm a little bit better through the corners. They seem to catch me at the end of the straights.
In 7th place, Jan Magnussen. In 8th place, Ralf Schumacher. The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time.
So my setup probably isn't perfect, but what setup is? They really get up off the corners a little bit better than I do. But I think through the middle of the corners I'm a little bit better.
The gap is growing.
Man, they're all over me. Of course I gained,
The
I think, like
drivers in the slowest cars who don't get a time less than 107% of the fastest qualifying time can appeal to the stewards, but it's very unlikely that they'll be successful.
So, yeah, I did gain like 12 spots in that first corner, so I'm probably well ahead of where I should be.
He's closing the gap.
He's really been pushing hard to get some clean air and keep track position.
Yeah, I've been pushing hard. Maybe too hard. 29 to go. So I'm kind of hoping, since my
Race order.
engine failure
Williams,
happened in
number
qualifying,
one.
it won't happen now
Michael
in the race.
Schumacher. Jean Alesi. Heinz Harold Frentzen. He's closing the gap.
So the very slow corners, I think they
It's
catch me.
incredible.
But the
These
fast corners,
drivers are controlling a car about half the weight of a minute, and these things can accelerate to about 150 miles an hour in 6.5 to 7 seconds.
and quick corners though, I'm a little bit faster than them, so it's kind of interesting. I see a car up ahead. I must be going pretty slow if I'm catching them.
He's coming up from behind now.
I'm not sure if I took out a cone there or not.
He's closing the gap in front. And it's
Oh,
all
no.
over. It's
Fuel
all
line
over
failure.
for him here
Man.
at the Nurburgring.
So in qualifying
He
and the
probably
race,
just
we
lost
had a failure.
concentration for a second, and that was all it took.
Wow. That's crazy. Man, we were running pretty good there in the top 10. We were catching somebody. That was just wild. I had a failure in qualifying and the race, so terrible engines this weekend. We had a DNF, looks like only 4 cars on the lead lap, and driver 1 Williams, which we think is Jacques Villeneuve. He won the race over Michael Schumacher, Jean Alesi, and Heinz Harald Frentzen there on the lead lap. So Gerard Berger and Mika Häkkinen there in the top 6 getting some points. We had the fastest lap of the race, 123.2. Let's see how that compares. 123.2. So 123.2 is still a little less than 2 seconds off the fastest lap from 1996. And I guess in qualifying I had faster. Of course I had softs on, not hards there, 121.7. So I was running that race there with hards on. So alright, let's see where we're headed to next. Next is Suzuka. We'll see you all there.